Revive the stones. A look into Nehemiah chapter 4. The people of Israel, returned from exile, were working under Nehemiah's leadership to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. The wall was in ruins, burned, and a pile of rubbish. Nehemiah 4:2 says, "Can they bring the stones back to life from those heaps of rubble, burned as they are?" The Jews were mocked. They were scoffed at. They endured insults. They were met with opposition. They were met with bitter animosity. They were ridiculed for the work they were doing to restore what was destroyed. The absurdity of their purpose, apparently to reconstruct the walls, as well as using the charred and moldering debris of the ruins as the materials for the restored buildings, made the Jews the subjects of hostile ridicule. Those ruined, burned, charred stones, considered rubbish, represent us. The stones are those that were ruined, burned, and considered rubbish. Those of us that had been beat down and burned by life. Those of us that have been defeated and left alone, with no thought anything good could ever come of us again. But God. God has plans. God has a purpose. God will send someone, your Nehemiah, to rally the troops and bring revival to your ruined stones. Nehemiah didn't allow the scoffers to stop his motivation. This was the Lord's work they were doing. Rebuilding the walls was God's plan, God's purpose. Maybe you have been in ruins before and know how it feels when someone thinks it's absurd you could ever amount to anything other than that ruined state. Maybe this is you now, ruined, defeated, feeling like no one or nothing could ever restore you, feeling not worthy enough for anyone to put effort into rebuilding your life. But God. God has a Nehemiah for you too. God has plans to have you rebuilt, restored, and renewed. God has a purpose and a plan for your stones that lay in a heap. We have all either been that wall in ruins or know someone who is. There will be insults and oppositions to the restoration of this life. If someone you know is in ruins, take heed to the words of Nehemiah in chapter 4, verse 14. Don't be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your families, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your homes. Fight for them. Fight for the stones to be revived in your life or the life of your loved one. God has already won this battle. He is with you. He has gone before you. You have victory in Jesus. Revive the stones.